Check it out, guys. It's the PNY Accelerated Edition GeForce GTX 560 Ti. Let's take it out of the box. How's this open? Oh, it doesn't open. Sorry, guys. That's
the end of the video.
Yeah, I give up. Oh, that's really nice. I've always liked the PNY Accelerated cards. They're, well, the performance is always great, and you get the reliability of PNY. Set all this stuff aside. I'll tell you what comes in the box in a minute. First, let's talk about what this is. This is the upgraded core. It's the GF104 core upgraded. They call it the GF114. And this particular unit, the GF114, basically CUDA is more fully realized. Pretty much realizing the full potential of CUDA on this card. And also they've been able to tweak it a little bit, and the core frequencies have been raised. This one is at 850 megahertz, and it runs nice and cool. So you're going to be able to overclock it. At a full load, it was hovering at around 70 degrees. So that's really cold. Did you hear that?
No.
No, she didn't hear that. At idling, it's somewhere around 27 degrees, and that's in that's Celsius. So just so you know, it's not Fahrenheit. You can make bacon with this. Just cook it right there on the back. Let's talk about some more of the specs. This is a 256-bit card, and the effective, those lights are pretty. Sorry, I got distracted by the lights. This card has 1 gigabyte of GDDR5, and the effective frequency on that is 4104 megahertz. Also, the core clock is, of course, 850 megahertz. There's 384 processor cores, and the processor clock is at 1700 megahertz. Also, this is a 256-bit card, and the memory bandwidth is 131.33 gigabytes per second. Also, this card will allow you to use PhysX in games. It's got the PhysX. You can use it as dedicated PhysX. I wouldn't do that, though. It's 3D vision ready. I want to mention that. And, of course, you can take advantage of CUDA. The interface on this is PCI Express 2.0. Okay, let's take a look at the ins and outs. We have 2 DVI, and we have 1 HDMI. DVI supports 2560 by 1600. So you can run 2 monitors with this card. You turn it around. Okay, you want to make sure that you also have 2 6-pin PCI Express connectors. It requires a 500 watt power supply. And it does come with a converter in the box in case you only have one of the 6-pin PCI Express connectors on your power supply. You can use 2 Molex and convert that into a 6-pin PCI Express. Okay, benchmarks. Stalker Call of Pripyat, running at 1920 by 1200, 4x anti-aliasing. This is a DirectX 11, everything at maximum settings. The 560 Ti, we got 78 frames per second. I'll put this up against the 6950 from AMD. That one was 78.2. The GTX 480, which is more expensive, that one was at 87.5. And of course, the more expensive GTX 570 at 87.6. Okay, we did Crisis Warhead as well. The 560 Ti got 56 frames per second. The 6950 from AMD, that was at 57.1 frames per second. The GTX 480, 55.7 frames per second. And the GTX 570 at 62.2 frames per second. Here's what's in the box. You got your PNY Quick Start Guide. This is a mini to full-size HDMI dongle converter. Over here we have the installation disk. I would usually recommend going onto NVIDIA's website and downloading the newest drivers. This may not be up to date depending on when you get it. Over here we have the VGA to DVR, I'm sorry, the DVI to VGA adapter. And this is the 2 Molex to 1 6-pin PCI Express adapter cable I was telling you about. Okay, you know what? There's a lot to like with this card, especially for the price. It's very comparable to a lot of other cards that are in the similar price range, but it's smaller than some. That's nice. So if you have a small form factor case, it's going to fit in that. If you're going to run 2 of these, you're going to be very happy. And the other thing I like about this, there is overhead to overclock, because it was only running at about 66 to 70 degrees in that range Celsius. So you'll be able to push this thing a little bit. That's nice. One other thing I want to make note of, if you're running 2 of these at full load when you're in a video game, it gets a little, it draws a little more than 300 watts of power. So you're going to want to make sure you have a power supply that will support both of them. It's very important. All right, I'll see you guys next time. For more information on the PNY Accelerate GeForce GTX 560 Ti, locate the search box and type P56-0562.